It was in the summer of 2024 when 5 friends, Sama, Ali, Nora, Ahmed, and Sarah, decided to explore a new virtual reality game called The World of Shadows. The game promises an unprecedented adventure thanks to cutting-edge technology that fully integrates the 5 senses, making players feel like they are living the experience for real. When the group began their experiment, they were greeted with an attractive welcome screen, telling them the story of the game, an ancient city haunted by evil spirits looking for revenge. This story excited friends who were hungry to experience a scary and exciting adventure. Entering the game, they find themselves in an abandoned ancient city, surrounded by dense shadows and an atmosphere of mystery. The graphics and sounds were incredibly realistic, so much so that they felt the coolness of the wind passing through the narrow alleys. It wasn't long before things started to take a strange turn. Friends began to hear mysterious voices calling their names and repeating incomprehensible words. These sounds were coming from all directions, making them feel scared and confused. But they decided to continue, believing that these things are part of the game. As they walked around the city, they noticed that there were certain places where the shadows seemed to thicken strangely. Approaching one of these spots, the ghost of a woman in torn white clothes appeared in front of them, her face horribly disfigured. The woman shouted loudly, "Leave this place!" Friends froze in their places, unable to move. But suddenly, the game began to behave unpredictably. Communication between them was interrupted, and each of them found himself in a different part of the city, lonely and trapped. Sama tried to exit the game by pressing the exit button, but it did not work. They began to have doubts that this game is not just an ordinary game. While Sama was trying to find a way out, he began to feel an invisible presence following him. Whenever he turned around, he saw shadows moving quickly in the corners. He got chills when he felt a cold hand touching his shoulder. He turned slowly to find the same ghost they had seen earlier, staring at him with blank eyes. She was speaking in a low voice, "You will never go out." Meanwhile, Nora was trying to deduce the whereabouts of friends. She crossed a group of dark alleys until she reached a central square, where she found a strange statue of a winged demon. An inscription engraved on the pedestal caught her attention: "This is their place. This is their fate." She felt a shiver running through her body when she realized that the evil spirits in the game might be more real than she thought. As for Ali, he was trying to analyze the events from a scientific point of view. He sat in a far corner, trying to decipher the game. During his research, he discovered that the game was using advanced technology to analyze the thoughts and fears of players, and using it against them. He realized that the spirits they see may be the embodiment of their deepest fears. Ahmed, who loved dangerous adventures, decided to confront the ghost directly. He searched for weapons in the game and found an ancient sword. He headed to the place where he first saw the ghost and bravely confronted him. But when he tried to attack him, the sword passed through the ghost as if it were a real ghost. The ghost burst out with a terrifying laugh and said, "You can't eliminate me, I'm part of you now." Meanwhile, Sarah was lost in a dark forest inside the game. She felt that the trees were talking to her, telling her the stories of tormented spirits. She began to lose a sense of reality, was about to give up when she heard a familiar voice calling her. It was Summer's voice. Friends reunited again in the forest, and they decided to look for a way out of this nightmare together. They discovered in the forest an ancient altar engraved with magical symbols. He seemed to be the key to ending the game. When they began to analyze the symbols, they realized that it was a talisman for the release of evil spirits held captive in the city. They had to cooperate and pronounce the spell in one voice. While they were doing this, the earth began to shake, and the shadows gradually began to fade. The spirits felt their last breaths as they flew to heaven. Suddenly, the screen went off and the friends returned to reality. They were panting, their hearts were beating fast. They realized that what they had experienced was not just a game, but a real experiment with evil spirits. They decided to talk about what happened to them and share their experience with others to warn about the dangers of digital games that may hold dark secrets. That night, they vowed never to approach any suspicious digital game again, because they realized that some secrets should remain hidden in the world of shadows. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. the evil shadows and activate the bell button to receive notifications of every new video we present to you. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Stay well, fans of the evil shadow.